Welcome back to Natural Gas World's weekly overview of the news in the global gas industry with me, Joseph Murphy. In the news this week, US LNG exporter NextDecade has told Natural Gas World it is still on track to take a final investment decision this year on the first phase of its 27 million tonne per year Rio Grande project in Texas. This is despite recent setbacks with securing customers for the terminal's gas supplies. NextDecade had hoped to approve the construction of at least two of Rio Grande's 5 trains in 2020, but delayed the decision because of the COVID-19 pandemic's impact on gas demand. The plan to take an FID on 2021 has not changed since then. NextDecade reached a deal with Shell in 2019 for the supply of 2 million tonnes per year of Rio Grande's supplies over 20 years. But it has had difficulty bringing on board other customers. France's Engie ended talks in November on a contract for reportedly 2.9 million tonnes per year of annual supplies from the project because of opposition from the French government. Reports claimed the main concern was the life cycle of the methane that Rio Grande will receive from fields in West Texas and New Mexico. NextDecade agreed a memorandum with authorities in the Irish port of Cork in 2017 on plans for the Innisfree floating storage and regasification unit that would receive Rio Grande's gas. But the deal expired at the end of last year amid growing antipathy in Ireland towards LNG imports. Over to Norway, authorities have awarded 61 production licenses to 30 companies in the latest awards in predefined areas licensing round. These include 34 licenses in the North Sea, 24 in the Norwegian Sea, and 3 in the Barents Sea. Among the winners were Equinor, Vår Energi, Aker BP, DNO, Neptune Energy, and Wintershall Dea. The annual APA rounds award acreage in well-developed areas in the hope that companies can find resources that can be tied to existing infrastructure at low cost. Norway also launched its 25th Frontier round in November, inviting bids for 136 blocks in less explored areas. Moving to the EU, members of the European Parliament have renewed calls to halt work on Russia's Nord Stream 2 pipeline in light of the detention of Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny. Navalny was arrested on January 17th after returning to Russia from Germany, where he was being treated following an attempted assassination attempt, allegedly carried out by Russian security services. He has been placed in pre-trial detention for 30 days on an old charge of embezzlement, which he says is trumped up. 581 EU lawmakers on January 21st supported a resolution calling for the bloc to immediately halt the near-complete Nord Stream 2, with 50 voting against and 44 abstaining. MEPs have urged the bloc to prevent Nord Stream 2 on several past occasions when tensions with Russia have flared up. But Germany, which will receive much of the pipeline's gas, has maintained its support, stressing that the project is commercial rather than political in nature. As such, the latest vote can largely be seen as a symbolic gesture. ExxonMobil is due to follow other majors in withdrawing from the UK North Sea. It is now in exclusive talks with Neo Energy, an investment vehicle owned by private equity group Hightech Vision, to sell its UK upstream business. If all goes to plan, Neo expects to reach a signed sales agreement in the first quarter, with closure later in the year. Exxon is seeking to exit the European upstream sector altogether within a few years in order to focus on higher margin plays elsewhere. It sold its Norwegian business in 2019 for $4.5 billion to Vår Energi, which also counts Hightech Vision as an investor alongside Italy's Eni. Last for this week, Shell, Total, and Eni have all sold their interests in the OML 17 block onshore in Nigeria to local investors ES Holdings and its affiliate Transnational Corp of Nigeria for a combined $1.1 billion. ES and Transnational have acquired Shell's 30%, Total's 10%, and Eni's 5% stakes in the block, which contains 15 oil and gas fields, 6 of which are in production. The block's existing output capacity is 27,000 barrels of oil equivalent per day, and it contains 1.2 billion BOE in proven and probable reserves, and a further 1 billion BOE of exploration potential, according to ES. This has been Natural Gas World's weekly overview of the news in the global gas industry with me, Joseph Murphy. Thank you, and see you next time.